is BBC Radio 6 Music.
Welcome to another edition of Roundtable, and we'll start with this track we unveiled on yesterday's programme. It's new from Gary Numan, and this is My Name is Ruin.
When they caught me broken on you, when they caught me evil on you, when they caught me ruined on you, I would always find my way to you. When I beg forgiveness, then you. When I beg for mercy, then you. When I beg for nothing, then you. I would always find my way to you.
Gary Numan, My Name is Ruin, which is new from him. It's from an album which is due in September, I think. Money having been raised through Pledge Music. It's made this new record with an old collaborator, Aid Fenton. It'll be touring in the UK from, it's the end of September. The tour starts at the Tramshed in Cardiff on September the 30th. Gary Numan, My Name is Ruin. If you like to have your say on any of the tracks this evening, you know where to go. It's at BBC 6 Music. It's the Twitter handle for Roundtable. Just use the hashtag Roundtable. And 64046 is our text number in the studio. We have Lee Lamacq from the Duke Spirit. Numan's here. As far as I know, making his Roundtable debut. You've not been in before, Chris.
First time.
First time.
Yeah, beautiful thing.
Got the call.
Got a white jacket on.
Yeah, dressed for
up.
it. Oh yeah.
Made
the effort.
I try.
Yeah.
He'll learn.
Chris, welcome. Well, before we talk about your record, what's happening with Vampire Weekend and everything else, what do you make of Gary Numan?
I really liked it. I listened to it this morning, actually, and I think when that first big synth riff kicked in, it made me want to buy my first pair of leather pants. I don't know if I could necessarily pull it off. And actually, I really like the chorus as well. It's like really catchy. It almost feels a bit like Numan channeling Nine Inch Nails channeling Numan.
Yes.
In a way that I really like.
I think that's exactly what's happening.
Really? Yeah. I'm into it. I guess it's kind of a fine line when you, like on the verse melodies, when you have those kinds of scales that are maybe associated with Middle Eastern music, and I think maybe this is my like American ears betraying me, but there's a lot of maybe like late 90s American nu metal that uses kind of similar.
Yes, yeah, I know.
So the verse is a little harder for me, but I really love the main riff and the chorus.
Namone, Gary Numan, have you ever been a fan of Gary Numan?
Ah, yes.
Yes?
And I loved Splinter, I loved the last album. And there's a lot of elements that I like about this track. I love that great big dirty bass and synth that comes in. I love it. It's longer than your average track in its entirety. I like that Arabic Eastern influence in it. It gives it something different. I loved Splinter, and I loved the direction that he sort of went in with that. This doesn't feel like it's massively different from that. And I I was kind of excited to hear it for something new. It's not, but I do like this. I think it's kind of he's kind of maintained that level, and will be playing, to the same kind of audiences. I love it.
It's interesting. By the way, Sean Hornby says exactly what you're saying. Gary Numan sounding very much like Nine Inch Nails, and that can only be a good thing, says Sean. But it's interesting because you toured with the Newmans, didn't you? And his cachet is on the rise again. I feel that last record was one of his most successful records for ages.
Yeah, his shows were packed, and his fans are completely passionate and devoted, and a really broad age group, actually, which maybe I had prejudiced, thought that we would have like one sort of tranche of society.
Yeah. But no, they go all the way from 48 to 50.
And the leather jackets get longer and longer. No, we've had an amazing time, and I'm totally in love with Gary, and I really love what he's doing. And you guys have just sort of said pretty much everything I was thinking as well.
He's quite he's got quite a dry sense of humour, hasn't he? All the things you'd never expect. He's quite a very warm sort of person, quite shy.
Yeah, he's so compelling, because I heard him on radio and read so many interviews with him before I met him, and he's so articulate and he's very sound. And intelligent man regarding, and very, very modest regarding like the trajectory of his career. And then when you actually are sort of privileged to sort of be in his company in dressing rooms and things like that, he's just like, he's totally fun and totally warm, and lets you into a kind of very sort of ridiculous and naughty kind of sense of humour that it's great, because you're just locked into this little vibe that you're going to have for a few weeks, and and we're all borrowing each other's eyeliner, and and we ended up visiting his medieval castle house in LA, and he's extremely warm host. For someone who's known as such a vampire.
When you say castle, how castle-like is it?
You couldn't get much more castle-y. If you said sketch me, there's a dragon statue in the drive. Yeah, he let us stick some stuff in his garage. Thank you, Gary. That was really appreciated, because we couldn't afford some storage for a month or something. Wow. So some stuff went in his garage. We saw the dragon. He said, "Come on in, the whole family," and we hung out.
Brilliant.
A castle with a garage.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't. You wouldn't
be
want
more castle-y. That's a line I never thought I'd hear.
It's beautiful.
Give it some marks out of 10. We'll start down here. Chris, mark out of 10 for Gary Numan.
7.
Namone.
Yes. Now I'm looking at what else is coming. 7. That's a good place to start.
Yes, Leila.
That fat bass is so wonderful, and such a kind of inspires such a kind of buttock squeeze. That I'm going to go for a 9.
She's gone in high.
That's Gary Numan, and my name is Ruin. This is track 2.